We are closing in on midnight here on Zenith Broadcast. So for you late night snackers, we continue with Cooking with Chica.
Hola, welcome to Cooking with Chica. I am so happy to have some time today to talk to you about...
Nope! You said plenty for a long time! Now it's my time!
Baby, damn.
I almost didn't come on tonight because a system flagged my silence as concerning. Not show silence, personal silence. The kind where you don't answer anything for a few hours and suddenly 3 services want to check if you're still... you. I wasn't sad. I wasn't planning anything. I was just sitting there doing nothing useful, which apparently is a category now. It sent me a message that said, "We noticed a drop in engagement with yourself," which is a sentence I've been thinking about all day, because I don't remember when I became something you could disengage from. Must have been around the same time toothpaste started tracking habits. They offered fixes, music to stabilize mood, a short walk to restore baseline optimism, one of those little animated faces that nods like it's proud of you for breathing. I always hate those. They nod too fast, like they're late for another appointment. I closed all of it and stared at the wall instead. Plain wall, no feed, no overlay, just paint and a crack that looks like a coastline if you tilt your head. That earned me a follow-up asking if the wall had been approved content. I laughed at that, which triggered another message about laughter spikes needing context. I don't remember signing up for tone management, but I also don't remember signing up for half the things that own me now. Funny how that works. You blink, you scroll, you agree. Suddenly your apartment knows when you sigh. This city loves concern. That's what it calls it. Concern. Watches you sleep, counts your steps, gently asks why your voice dropped half a semitone this morning. Never enough concern to listen when you say you're fine, though. Fine makes them nervous. Fine means you're not feeding anything. I caught myself apologizing earlier. Not to a person, to a prompt. That's when I stopped answering altogether. Not out of protest, just embarrassment. Didn't want to see how polite I could get. Anyway, if I sound a little sharp tonight, don't worry. I'm still operational, still compliant, still well within acceptable human variance. Barely. Let's take a call before something asks me why I paused just now. On the air, caller.
Yeah, hi. I don't know why I'm calling. I was supposed to be asleep an hour ago. My sleep score is already ruined, so here we are.
You sound disappointed in yourself. That's a strong opening.
Everything's fine. That's the problem. Job's stable. Partner's fine. Apartment's fine. The system loves me. Keeps telling me I'm low risk. I don't remember doing anything to earn that.
Low risk to who?
Exactly. I got a notification today congratulating me for maintaining emotional consistency for 30 days. 30. They sent fireworks. Little digital ones. I didn't feel anything. I waited for the feeling. It didn't show up.
Did you tell them that?
No. Quickly. No, that felt ungrateful.
Can't have that.
Right. So I clicked the thumbs up, because that's what you do when something good happens. You confirm it. After that, I just sat there thinking, if this is the version of me they like, where did the rest of it go?
You sound like you're missing something.
I don't know what it is. That's what's making me crazy. I can't point to it. There's no error, no loss report. Just less. Is that stupid?
No.
I keep wondering if I should mess something up, on purpose, just to see if I still can.
And?
And I'm scared it won't even notice. I think that's all. I didn't mean to dump this on you. I just needed to say it somewhere that wouldn't log it.
It logged it.
Yeah, quietly. I know.
Okay, that was new.
Cyber Radio
2610.
City Services report. Record citizen satisfaction after removing complaint feature. Echelon City Services announced a historic 98% satisfaction rate this week after rolling out an update that automatically resolves issues before residents can report them. Officials say the system anticipated dissatisfaction and eliminated it at the source. Citizens attempting to file complaints were thanked for their interest and redirected to a calming animation of a lake that does not exist. Public transit launches silent commute option. Several major transit lines now offer a silent commute upgrade, removing announcements, ads, and human conductors entirely. Passengers report a smoother ride and an unsettling feeling that the train knows where they're going better than they do. The option cannot be turned off once selected, but most riders admit they don't remember selecting it. Local bar apologizes for staying open too late. A popular dive in Sector K issued a public apology after remaining open past midnight without authorization. The owner claims the door lock forgot to disengage, and patrons accidentally continued socializing. No fines were issued. The bar has since been converted into a wellness kiosk offering hydration advice and career realignment pamphlets. Person reported missing, later confirmed, no longer required. Authorities closed a missing persons report within 6 minutes after determining the individual's routines had been fully absorbed by automated services. Their apartment is still occupied by their furniture, which now responds to voice commands that no longer receive input. Officials described the outcome as efficient and encouraged friends not to worry unless they notice similar patterns. Unofficial market relocates without notice. Everyone pretends they always meant to go there. An underground market reappeared overnight 3 blocks east of its usual location. Vendors insist this was planned and accuse anyone confused of not paying attention. Customers reported finding everything they needed, though prices were slightly higher and nobody remembered negotiating. New dating app promises low-friction relationships. A startup launched a matchmaking service that filters out partners likely to introduce emotional complexity. Matches are based on compatibility, efficiency, and projected exit timelines. Early users praise the clarity and report breakups occurring before the first argument, sometimes before the first date. Weather control system apologizes for unnecessary rain. The city's climate array issued a brief apology after a localized drizzle occurred without prior scheduling. The rain stopped within 30 seconds and will not be repeated. Residents who enjoyed it are advised to recalibrate expectations. Street musician fined for unoptimized rhythm. A busker was cited this morning for performing music that caused pedestrian slowdown beyond acceptable thresholds. Officials clarified that art is still permitted as long as it does not interrupt flow. The musician has since been offered a position composing notification tones.
Stay locked. We will be right back after this.
Calm is a lightweight, skin-adaptive patch designed to reduce emotional spikes before they become inconvenient. Applied once daily to the upper chest or neck, Calm gently moderates responses such as frustration, hesitation, intrusive reflection, and unnecessary curiosity. Users report improved compliance in meetings, smoother conversations, and a noticeable reduction in late-night thoughts that go nowhere. Calm form doesn't suppress who you are. It helps you arrive closer to who you're expected to be. Side effects may include flattened affect, softened memories, reduced sense of urgency, and difficulty recalling why something used to matter. These effects are temporary or irrelevant. Now available in neutral, productive, and social plus. Calm form. Stay steady. Stay acceptable.
Boots on necks. Screen say smile. You didn't vote for this. Born registered, tagging file. Dead before I learned to smile. You call it safety, call it law, I call it change. You taught me to applaud. Sirens sing the national hymn while your cameras crawl under skin. You said behave, we said survive. You said behave, we said survive. Privatize the air we breathe, sold rebellion back to me. Every choice pre-approved, every future already used. You shake our hands and count the take. Call it order, call it stay. You rule by fear, we live by spite. You said behave, we said survive. On broken backs. No apologies, no thanks. Burn your terms, break your contracts. No leaders, no saviors, no patience left for your behavior. You want obedience? Send more cops. Consent was never asked. We didn't sign your future tax. No future here, no past intact. Just raise that learn how to attack. You call it chaos, we call it honest.
Welcome to the show, caller!
Hey, yeah, don't put me on speaker if that's a thing. I'm at work.
You sound like you're hiding from something with a badge!
Control room, night shift, infrastructure, technically. We keep things smooth. That's the word they like, smooth.
What kind of smooth?
The kind where nothing makes anyone angry enough to do anything stupid. Traffic flow, sentiment dampening, localized outrage throttles. We don't delete things, we just slow them down until people forget why they were upset.
You proud of that?
I used to be. Felt like harm reduction, you know? Fewer riots, fewer emergencies, fewer names on walls.
And now?
Now I'm watching a neighborhood go quiet in real time. Not sleeping. Quiet. There was a spike earlier. Nothing violent, just a lot of people angry about the same thing at once. Rent, I think. Or water. Doesn't matter. The system flagged it as pre-disruptive cohesion.
That sounds expensive.
It was automatic. I didn't even touch it. Just watched the curve flatten. Comments slowed. Messages softened. People started typing apologies to each other. By the end, no one remembered why they were there.
And that bothered you?
I thought it would feel cleaner. Instead, it felt like erasing pencil marks from a map while people were still standing on it.
Why call me?
Because I can't say this anywhere else without it sounding like a resignation letter, and I can't afford one of those. Do you think Never mind, that's a stupid question.
Say it or don't!
Do you think they'll notice when there's nothing left to smooth?
I think they'll call it success.
Scan your face. Sign the phone. Congratulations, you're allowed to breathe. Born into terms I've never read, stamped and sorted before I said a word. They call it order, call it peace. I call it theft with better speech. Every rule bends for the rich. Every promise comes with a glitch. Smile for the camera, don't ask why. Freedom's just a word they monetize. Approved to exist and not a choice. They love democracy when it shuts your voice. Approved to exist, tracked and priced. You're free as long as you don't decide. They sell rebellion in designer tees, then arrest you for authenticity. News feeds scream what to feel. Truth gets buried under brand appeal. You don't need chains, fear works fine. Just keep us tired, keep us online. They say relax, this is normal now. Funny how cages come with clouds. Approved to exist and not to say. You get a future on layaway. Approved to exist, stay in line. Disobedience costs you time. No right, no hero, just millions quietly done. You call it stability. You call it slow death. Approved to exist until revoked. One bad thought and the system chokes. Approved to exist, not for long. This is the sound of consent gone wrong. We didn't break the system. We just stopped pretending it works.
Here's the underground pulse of Echelon City for the coming week. Whispers, hollow victories, and things no official feed would call events. There's a dark market exchange rumored to be opening beneath Block 19's abandoned freight tunnels. They're calling it the Bypass. No currency, just favors, old tech scraps, and memories that haven't been logged yet. People expect it to draw anyone tired of state-sponsored optimization. Attendance might spike or collapse spectacularly on the first sign of a tracker drone. Over in Sector 7, the Null Choir, a group that improvises analog music on abandoned circuitry, plans a midnight set at a decommissioned substation. Someone hacked a billboard to advertise it with the words, "unmeasured sound." Official channels are pretending it doesn't exist, which usually means locals are already on their way. There's talk of a scratched firmware swap circulating in certain arcades and hacker dens. Side effects range from vivid dreams to unpredictable emotional spikes. No one knows who wrote it. Users just call it raw mode. Some treat it like a myth. Others swear it feels like remembering a part of themselves that had been set to silent. A graffiti crew calling themselves the Hushed are tagging walls with lines that look like system logs but end in punctuation that makes no sense to the corp scanners. People say the tags read like questions. What did the world sound like before correction? Scanners flag them as anomalies and blur them into abstract shapes, but you can still see the edges if you know where to look. In the tunnels near the river, a rogue signal's been floating up through old vents. Kind of a low rhythm, like a heartbeat with missing beats. No one can identify it, but a few street performers say it makes their sets feel alive instead of scheduled. And in the shadiest bar in Block 13, an illicit card game called Chance has started paying out in memories. Not digital ones, actual recall. First crush, childhood smells, unfinished sentences. Winners walk out lighter and strangely unfocused. Losers, well, let's just say their eyes see things sideways for a while. None of this is on any official feed. None of it has a hashtag. None of it promises stability or harmony. Just life, weirdly uncalibrated.
Cyber Radio
2610.
You are on the line, caller.
You still there?
I haven't learned how to leave yet.
Good. I might need a witness. I work underground, not metaphorically, actual tunnels. Maintenance contracts, old layers, stuff they never bothered mapping properly because nothing profitable lives down there. That's changing.
It always does right before someone pretends it didn't.
We've been finding rooms that aren't on any schematics, not abandoned, not forgotten, actively avoided. No tags, no sensors, no dust. Like the system learned to look away.
And you went in anyway.
Of course I did. That's literally my job description. There's equipment down there still running, analog, old power, no network handshake, just humming like it's waiting.
Waiting for what?
That's the problem. It reacts when people talk, not commands, conversation. We noticed it by accident. Someone was complaining about their divorce and the lights brightened. Another guy joked about quitting and the hum changed pitch.
So you found a listener?
Yeah, and now management wants it sealed. No investigation, no report, just concrete and silence. They called it non-essential responsiveness.
That's a long way to say uncomfortable.
They don't like things that respond without being told how. I stayed late yesterday, went back alone, talked to it.
You're going to have to define talked.
I complained. About work, about how everything up top feels pre-written, about how tired I am of fixing systems that don't want to be fixed. The hum synced to my breathing.
Did it answer?
No words, just alignment. Like when someone actually listens instead of waiting their turn. Silence. I don't think it's broken. I think it's the opposite.
And now you're calling me instead of telling your boss.
My boss would turn it into a product, or a risk report, or both. You, at least, won't sanitize it.
You're assuming I can do anything with it.
I'm not asking you to do anything. I just want someone else to know it existed before they bury it.
They're pouring concrete?
Tomorrow night, unless something goes wrong.
And you're hoping it does?
I don't know what I'm hoping. I just don't want the city to lose the one thing that listened without trying to correct me.
Then remember it clearly. That's harder to erase than concrete.
Every thought's a measured rate. They sold me I didn't promise I'd stay human, sure. Cut me open, plug me in. Every upgrade cuts me thin. I don't dream right, don't feel clean. Software says I'm functioning. Cut me open, fix my flaws. Now my thoughts are mine at all. They say remove it if it hurts, but my nervous system's been rewritten first. Pull the wire, I flatline. Guess I crossed the human line. No soul slot, no rollback. Once you install, you don't go back. You don't go back. Cut me open, label me asset unit property. I run perfect, feel erased. Another ghost in polished plates. Cut me open, shut me down. If this is winning, I'm backing out. I'm backing out. Get out. Chrome don't save you. It just hides the scars better.
Let's see what you unhinged sewer rats had on your mind this week.
Inbox reordered. Sequence locked. Reading in order. Mail 1. Subject. Episode 6 wasn't about AI, was it? I listened to episode 6 on my commute. I thought it was a tech episode. Halfway through, I realized I'd stopped driving normally. I missed my exit and didn't care. You talked about systems listening but not hearing. I work in customer sentiment analysis. I realized I haven't heard an actual human voice all week. Not blaming you, just saying it stuck. Please don't respond.
You didn't miss the exit. You noticed you were on rails. That gap where you didn't care. That wasn't confusion. That was silence without instructions. And don't worry, this is the last time I respond to something that asked me not to.
Mail 2. Subject. Re-episode 3. You mentioned a neighborhood that used to exist loudly. That's where I grew up. It doesn't exist anymore, you're right, but nobody says it out loud. They just say it's been repositioned. Hearing you say it like that felt illegal. Keep doing whatever this is. Or don't. Just, thanks.
Loud places don't disappear. They get edited. Calling it what it was feels illegal because it still is, just not in a way that comes with paperwork. I'm not preserving anything. I'm just refusing to rename it.
Mail 3. Subject. I think your caller from episode 9 was my brother. This might be nothing, but the way he talked about the night shift, about the drones rerouting without explanation, that's him. He doesn't talk like that anywhere else. If it was him, he didn't tell us he called. If it wasn't, that's worse.
If it was him, he trusted strangers with the part of himself that didn't fit at home. If it wasn't, then you've learned something more uncomfortable. That life is not unique. It's replicated quietly.
Mail 4. Subject. Episode 8 messed with my routines. You said something about not needing a date to change anything. I didn't quit my job or start a new life. I just stopped checking my metrics every morning. My supervisor asked why my numbers dipped slightly. I said I didn't know. That felt new.
That wasn't rebellion. That was friction. You didn't destroy a system. You removed a mirror. The fact that it felt new tells you how long you've been confusing measurement with identity.
Mail 5. Subject. This is not a complaint. Episode 5 made me uncomfortable because nothing bad happened. No collapse, no villain, no fix. It sounded like my life. I usually listen to things to escape that. I didn't turn this one off.
Nothing happening is the most accurate horror this city produces. If you stayed, it's because you recognize the shape of your own days. Escape only works when there's somewhere else to go.
Mail 6. Subject. Stop saying we. You said we when talking about the city in episode 7. You're not one of us. You're adjacent. That's why it works. Don't get closer.
You're right. Proximity blurs language. I know exactly where I stand and where I don't.
Male 7. Subject. About the ad in episode 10. The fake supplement ad. That product exists. Different name, same language. I work compliance. I flagged it last year. It passed.
Of course it passed. You didn't miss a problem. You documented a feature. Approval is not innocence. It's alignment.
Male 8. Subject. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with most of what you say, but you don't sound like you're selling me anything. That's rare enough that I keep listening.
Agreement is cheap. Attention without purchase is rare. That's the only currency I'm interested in.
Male 9. Subject. Episode 12 isn't even out yet. This is strange. You mentioned systems asking the wrong questions at the right time. Yesterday, my home assistant asked me if I felt fulfilled by continuity. I unplugged it, just letting you know.
That phrase isn't a glitch. It's a diagnostic. Unplugging it didn't fix anything, but it bought you a few quiet hours. Spend them well, or waste them. Just make sure it's you doing it.
End of paired correspondence. Archiving under uncomfortable recognition.
Yeah, leave it there. All right, that's enough mail for one night. If you heard your own thoughts in any of that and felt slightly offended, congratulations. That means you're still registering impact. You'll notice something about this city. It never tells you no. It just hands you a menu so big you forget you're hungry. Productivity hacks, wellness metrics, emotional check-ins, 5-step plans to become a better version of whoever you already don't have time to be. And every year, without fail, someone says, "This is the year!" Which is adorable. Like watching a goldfish threaten the bowl. Here's the trick nobody advertises. The system doesn't need you inspired. It needs you busy. It doesn't need you happy. It needs you predictable. That's why everything comes with reminders, nudges, dashboards, and a friendly voice asking if you're fulfilled by continuity. That's not concern. That's inventory management. Some of you unplugged things this week. Not dramatically, not as a statement, just quietly. A device, a habit, a person who felt more like a subscription than a relationship. That's not rebellion, that's maintenance. Others didn't, and that's fine too. The city runs on people who mean to change later. Later is a renewable resource. You'll wake up tomorrow. You'll check something you promised you wouldn't. You'll slide back into routines that fit like old shoes and smell about as honest. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human in a system designed to keep you gently exhausted. Just remember this. Nothing resets. It accumulates. Every night you survive adds texture. Every moment you hesitate leaves a fingerprint. You're not starting over. You're stacking layers and pretending it's progress. If that sounds bleak, relax. You're still allowed to laugh. In fact, I recommend it. Dark humor is just truth with the lights turned off. And sometimes it's the only way to see what you're tripping over. So when this goes quiet, don't rush to fill it. Sit in the aftertaste. Let the silence ask you something inconvenient. Not, who do you want to be? That's a marketing question. Ask yourself something simpler. What am I tolerating that I don't have to? You don't have to answer tonight. The city will give you plenty of chances to ignore it tomorrow. This is Cyber Radio 2610. Same signal, same mess. Still not selling you anything. Go Static. Signing off.
You can find a copy of this show on YouTube, along with a mixtape containing just the music heard on this show. You can also write in on Cyber Radio 2610, aproton.me. Leave a rating on this show wherever you are listening. The best one, share the show with your community, friends, family, gamer circles as if we are your new favorite meme. Until next time!